everybody, my name is Becky Powers and I work for the Naperville Public Library and Adult Services. Today I am going to show you how to create the embroidered Mother's Day cards. In your kit you will find a needle and a cotton ball. You'll find the materials for all three cards, including the white cardstock to use for the actual card. Behind each card will be attached an envelope with pre-measured thread inside. So today I'm going to show you how to do one of the cards, and then from there you should be able to do the rest of them. So the card I'm going to show you today is this one right here. The first thing you'll want to do is to take off the paper clip, and you are going to cut out the outline of the card. Now you may have to trim the card a little bit more at the very end so that it fits properly onto the folded white cardstock. And now you are ready to thread your needle and start embroidering the card. Okay, so for this card right here, I'm going to start with the yellow, and then I'm going to do the green, and then the white, and then the pink. The first thing you're going to want to do is thread your needle. So we're going to take it off the card here. If you have one of these needle threaders, it definitely helps. And once you have your needle threaded, you're going to simply tie a knot at the end of your thread so that the thread stays put when you start pulling it through. Now you can do a double knot if you want it to be a little bit more secure. I also find that it helps before you get started is to simply poke holes with your needle on all these little white dots. It'll make the actual sewing a whole lot easier. Okay, so once you've poked your holes through all of the white dots, you're ready to go. So I'm simply going to start right here in the bottom corner. I'm going to pull my needle all the way through, and then I'm going to go back down through this side right here and pull it tight. And then I'm going to continue to go all the way around the cross. I start at the top, or the outside one, and go down through the middle. Once you have one complete, then you just go right over to the next one and do the same thing. Okay, once you have all three completed, you're gonna go to the kind of top of the pot here. Now this is a little bit different of a stitch, so let me show you how we're gonna do this. So go to the very outside one, bring your needle up, and you're gonna go down through the next hole. Now we want this to look like a continuous stitch, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to go up through the next one, and you're going to go back through the hole behind it. And then there's no break in the stitch. And once you've completed the row, you are done with the yellow thread. So pull it tight through, and then you're going to tie a knot at the back so it doesn't come through. You'll tie a knot right through this piece of thread here, and then you'll simply trim off the excess. You have your first one done. Now we're going to move on to the green thread next. All right, once you have your green thread through the needle, you'll want to tie a knot or a double knot at the end. And again, I'm just going to take my needle before I start and poke holes in all of the white dots, so it makes it easier to bring your needle in and out. Once you have poked all the holes, you are ready to begin. I am going to start on the very bottom right corner, and this is just a very simple stitch. Up through the bottom and down through the other side. Up through the bottom and down through the other side. Okay, once you've completed the green thread, we are going to do the white next. This is going to be a little bit trickier. I want to show you the finished card so you can see how the white is going to look. So you'll want to poke the holes in 4 different spots on each one of the white. Okay, now that you have poked all the holes with the white thread, you are ready to begin. So, I'm going to start the very end here, pull my thread all the way through, come back through on the point, come underneath the point below it, and then you're going to go back through the middle. Then on the last point, come through the back, and come down through the middle. And continue doing that on all of the white flowers until you're done. Once you've completed with the white thread, it should look like this. And then we are going to go on to the next color, the very last color, the pink at the top. Once you've threaded your needle and tied a knot on the end, you are ready to begin. Again, I recommend poking holes in all the white dots to make it easier. So you're going to go ahead and do that first. And when you're ready, I'm going to start at the top right corner, come back through on the next one, and down to the middle. And for this again, you're going to have to come back up to the last hole you did to make it look like a continuous stitch. And I'm going to continue on to the next point. Come down. Come up through the middle. Back down through the last hole you went through. Once you're done, tie a knot so it's secure. Once you have fully completed all the stitches, your card will look like this. And now you'll want to take your cardstock, fold it so it's like a card, and you're simply going to glue your finished embroidered card onto the front here. I left the inside of the card blank so that you could write your own note, even if you didn't want to use these for Mother's Day, but you wanted to use them for another type of card, you could definitely do that.